What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome to another Payday 2 video. Today I'm going to be walking you through what we now know about the Spring Break update and what's going to be coming in the Overkill and Completely Overkill packs. I think this is much needed clarification for what it is we're buying into exactly. Yes, it's more of a donation, though Overkill would refute that fact. I would say it seems like a pretty fair description of what it is we're doing, donating towards the hype train, donating towards the company that we care about and respect. But we, of course, get some small rewards, very similar to, I guess, subscribing to someone on a Twitch channel. Well, it seems like these rewards are a little more than I guess I originally expected. We are getting some really special, interesting cosmetic things, which is, I think, the way it should probably stay. So what I'm going to do is walk you through what Almir has said. You guys may have seen this already within the Steam community page, within Almir's Twitter, but it definitely seems like it's worth a read. And I'm going to be showing you the things on screen that that has been revealed to us. And remember, just around the corner, we have our first little bit of Spring Break content. I guess you could call it that. It is the new Infamy update, which I'm excited for, a chance for me to get leveling again. So, status on the Overkill pack. The hype train is moving along nicely thanks to your efforts, and thanks to everyone who jumped on and participated so far. Thanks to Dennerton Games and their fans as well for adding some much needed fuel in order to reach our destinations. To you who did not yet board, you can thank the others later. The $5 Overkill pack, which we need some real clarification about, has unlocked a lot of content for the whole community. So far, it has unlocked a mod pack, the car shop heist, plus bonus content such as Bonnie, lover or she will smack you. There's been a lot of discussion about Bonnie, people sitting on the fence about her. She's not the sort of attractive character you might imagine you'd want to play as, but there's a certain charm. I'm sitting on the fence myself, as far as my opinion. I'll have to see a little more about that character. Though, I'm also not a huge fan of them flooding the game with new characters that don't fit. While there's no real lore to Payday, there is a mythos that I wish it would stick to slightly more stringently, and we see it moving away from that slightly. Anyway, moving on. It's as far as we know, free content, so whatever. SWAT enemy turret, side jobs, heist updates, and the Golden Grin Casino preview that we're shooting right now in Croatia with Lion Game Lion. This is just a little bit of clarification. You don't have to own the Overkill pack to enjoy these Hype Train rewards. You will have seen that over on the Hype Train website, link in the description below. So, now we have a couple of screenshots of all sorts of different things. We have Jacket, of course, if you pre-ordered the second Hotline Miami game, the special edition, you will unlock this guy, as well as some additional masks. Jacket's going to come with a new character pack, a voice pack I should say, a new weapon, a new melee weapon, and a new perk deck. Then we have, coming with, I believe, the Overkill pack, the new Escape Van skin, which looks amazing. Though it does look awfully similar to a couple of things I've seen modded in. There is a little slight feeling of Overkill quality within it. And then there is the Bison Mask, as I'm calling it. It's the Overkill mask they've shown off. It's got the Overkill badge on the front, but it's very similar to the team captain. A little bit of a nod and a wink towards Street Fighter, it even says, especially if you're into fighting on the streets, in Almir's little description. So, the hype train is about to blow through the next station. We trust you to put it there. We really want to see you guys in Los Angeles. We want to give you the Hoxton Revenge heist, and we really want to throw $250,000 to the winners at Payday Con this summer. That's a ridiculous sum of money. I haven't talked about that before. I'm not really going to go into it right now. I feel that's a topic for a different day. There's a lot of speculation to be had there. It's confusing to me just hearing that. But Payday Con as a concept makes me really excited. Now, moving on to the Completely Overkill pack, which we know even less about, really. Thanks to all who understood its purpose, which is important, it took a little bit of explanation. I think Overkill needed to give some, and who supported us thus far. Lots of noise from people standing by the side of the rails, but for you 20,000 heisters that put your money where your mouth is, we salute you. It's interesting how Overkill is paying a certain amount of heed to the people complaining about these updates. I don't know whether how they're treating it is it's the way I'd go about it, because they're kind of skirting around the outside, but it's good in my opinion to see them addressing it in one way or another, instead of just pretending like people had no problem with this, because there certainly was a problem with the initial explanation of it, which was utterly lacking. But I have bought into this. I love Overkill. I love the idea of supporting them further, and I love what we are moving into within Payday. But I also can see why people would absolutely be against the idea. Anyway, you make it possible to push this whole experience to an Overkill level, and you will always be able to show your loyalty to your fellow heisters. So we get these masks, these incredible masks. I liken them to unusuals in games like Team Fortress 2. They are amazing. They all have different lighting effects within the eyes, and no, they're better than any other mask in the game. Better looking, in my opinion, all of them, especially Dallas's. Admittedly, chains look slightly dopey, but other than that, they all look amazing. So, here is the news for you. Each one of you who have bought the Completely Overkill pack is one of 50,000. This is an interesting move. Yes, that means there is a limit of 50,000 copies on the Completely Overkill pack. What do I think this means? Well, I think they realise they need to create a certain scarcity to drive up that demand and get 50,000 sold, because I don't think they feel 50,000 will sell otherwise. And that is exactly what I've seen happen on the Steam store page. People get concerned they're not going to be able to get these admittedly awesome looking masks, and it shoots it back up to the forefront. And clever little marketing ploy that. But I don't mind the idea of it being limited. I don't think everyone should necessarily have access to this. I don't think everyone wants access to it, and I think 50,000 seems like a decent number. I think most of you die-hard fans will be able to pick them up. Anyway, you'll get these 4 masks. You will have seen them on the screen to prove you are a true Overkill supporter. And then there is the secret item. It is still a secret, so we don't know anything about it. It could be anything. But here's how it works. You will each receive an in-game package from an old friend. I'm lost as to whom this old friend could be. Wrapped in true virtual aluminium, inside is an item randomly given to you from a limited collection of 25 items. I don't know whether these will be tradable or whatever. I don't know whether this suits Payday as a game, but it's certainly worth speculating about. It will be rare. It will be a true Payday collectible. Each item is carefully crafted with love and respect for our hardcore Overkill supporters. As a thanks to you from us and from the rest of the community for making the hype train render so much bonus content for millions of players standing by. The secret content is still being worked on, and there is only content, and it's the only content, that won't be released during the spring break. It will be released when we have given it the care and love it deserves. I'd love to know more about this. I don't know how they've managed to get so many of the numerical figures sorted out, knowing that there's going to be 25 of these items, but don't feel comfortable with sharing it with us yet. But maybe that's something for much later along. So that's it. There is the Q&A section, obviously. Do we have to buy the DLC in order to get the hype train? No, that's entirely up to you. But remember, they are scarce right now. They are flying off the shelf, as I think Overkill expected. And the updates overall are shaping up. So I'm incredibly excited, as I've already said, for the 5th. There will be all sorts of videos around that time, streaming more than likely. I'm going to be grinding my level. I might do a race with a couple of other guys, which could be exciting. But we'll see how that works out, given how busy I am right now. But that's it for my little rundown of recent announcements and updates. Hope you have enjoyed. See you all in the next one.